Hello everyone, welcome to this reading for the waning phase of the buck or thunder moon cycle for 2023. If you've seen any of the previous stuff leading up to this point, you know that my plans to do the normal monthly moon cycle reading that I do for this moon cycle got derailed. Basically, I was not able to do the reading before the new moon happened, and then I was called to do a separate pick a card about finding your way and your soul's path. So those are finally done. So those are uploading and will be posting soon. Takes a while to upload those, but they are on the way. So we are in the last week now of the buck or thunder moon cycle. So I wanted to show you what happened with this reading and give you a little mini reading for the waning phase of the moon cycle, and we'll get a few tarot cards here for some advice for basically this week until the new moon cycle starts on July 17. If you saw my quick update video on the buck moon, I went through these 3 cards here. Basically, the message is the same. There's something going on with people trying to find their way. Spirit wants us to follow the path of our soul and not let anybody get in the way, and follow your heart into the forest, and you'll be presented with the experiences and mysteries that you're meant to experience along your journey. Those 3 cards prompted me to do a completely separate pick a card, and that took forever. Those are really long readings. Basically, I sat down, I'm like, we're at the end of this moon cycle, what should I do? So I laid out all the cards. I had already intuitively shuffled and selected the cards for the piles before I was called to do the pick a card instead. So basically I laid out all of the cards here. These are the main cards for the moon cycle. And then this would have been pile 1 right here. This would have been pile 2. And this would have been pile 3. So I never look at the cards in the piles that I intuitively draw and shuffle beforehand. I go through them as they come out in the reading. But this time I was like, what are we doing with this moon cycle, Spirit? And so I laid them out, and basically it's almost like a progression. Like this would have been the waxing phase of the moon cycle. This would have been the full moon phase around July 3rd. And then this third row here is it's a column, not a row. This third column here is kind of the waning phase energy. So I want to quickly go through these 2 sections and then focus on the waning phase of this moon cycle. I'll give you a mini reading, just letting you know kind of things that were leading up to this point. So basically, I was told by Spirit, like, this was a really personal time for a lot of people, a lot of energy from Spirit coming through to connect on a personal level with people. So it wasn't as important for me to get that reading out to guide people through the whole moon cycle. So that made me feel a little bit better. So I'll just go through these quickly so that you know kind of what the cards were, and we'll just see what guidance comes out if anything else comes out. I want to share with you the spirit animal that's been with me through this time, the coyote spirit. Trust in divine detours, and it's number 16, which in tarot is the Tower card, all about disruptive change, which has definitely been going on with me. A lot of personal things been going on with me and my spiritual journey. So this was really an important time for me to connect with Spirit and take some time out, go into hermit mode for a while. And it was important for me. I'm being told I'm not the only one that is going to resonate with a lot of you. So for the entire moon cycle, we basically went through changes coming. There's restless energy around, and we want you to take that and focus it, which is really cool because the intuitive card that came out from the Queen of the Moon Oracle for what would have been pile 1, aligning with the waxing moon phase, is the focus card. It's beautiful. It's number 14, reduces to 5, which is a number of change as well. We also have the nice butterfly there, symbol of transformation. And then the other one that came out for what would have been pile 1 is number 44, Supermoon Attraction. And look at this. The card that would have been the main card for pile 3 is the supermoon. So it's really cool once I laid all the cards out to see how they gelled together and made basically a cohesive, comprehensive message. And it's just really cool. So I wanted to share it with you. So the card that would have been for pile 1 is number 28, reduces to 10. It's the Cancer sign card with the nurturer there. And it basically is about home, about our feelings, and it says the nurturer. So the message I got for the waxing moon phase was take care of yourself. Self-care is important. Focus on yourself. Focus on attracting the things into your life that are important for making you feel well. And then these are the 2 supporting crystal cards that would have been for pile 1. The first one looks like this, and it's onyx. I'm going to leave it here. You can screenshot if you would like to read the whole thing, but the keywords are autonomy, self-discipline, and command. Taking control of your life, becoming in charge of your life, which actually this supermoon card over here says. And then the other crystal looks like this. And it is the cobalto calcite. Keywords: love, emotional healing, and compassion. And look at that, Cancer and Venus on there. Beautiful alignments coming out. This would have been pile 1 with the Cancer card, and then the supporting crystal is Cancer. It's all about focus, self-discipline, autonomy, going into hermit mode, focusing on what it is that you need for yourself to feel well. And then for the full moon phase, or what would have been pile 2 of that reading, we had the waning gibbous moon with surrender, and number 27 reduces to 9 on there. I find it really interesting that we had the surrender card and then basically 2 sections of the moon cycle saying take control of your life. We have this card here saying prepare, which is all about strategizing and making a plan. Basically, I'm a prime example of that. I did that. I prepared, I planned, I made a reading plan, and guess what? It didn't go as planned. So it's incorporating surrendering to spirit. It's incorporating doing your own work and surrendering to spirit at the same time. So it's co-creating with spirit. I made the plan to do a reading that was a pick a card for the monthly moon cycle, and that didn't go as planned, but I got a beautiful comprehensive message in the end because I just followed what was speaking to me from spirit about what's going on this moon cycle. The crystals that would have been with pile 2, the first one looks like this. And it's the Ethiopian opal with rebirth, portal, and desire. Following along the theme of attracting the things into your life that will make you feel well. And the other crystal that came out looks like this. And it's obsidian. With shadow, mirror, and amorphous. Talking about grounding energy here and protective energy from the earth. And also that tough times, tough thoughts, shadow aspects of things that we're dealing with may have emerged during this moon cycle. And that's why it's important for us to have taken time to really focus on what's good for us. If you are kind of reflecting back on this moon cycle, the full moon was July 3rd, July 3. So that might have been a time where you saw shadow aspects emerge, you saw truths with people that you're dealing with. Then the two cards that came out from the Queen of the Moon Oracle that would have been for pile 2 are 42 and 41, the masculine and the sovereign, the Queen of the Moon. So basically this is telling me one way to help us ground ourselves is to make sure we are focusing on masculine and feminine energies, both of them, and balancing them. So this is what the masculine card looks like, the lunar god. 42 reduces to 6. And then the Queen of the Moon card, 41 reduces to 5, another number of change with sovereignty on there. In the deck, this is basically the feminine power and the masculine power of the deck, and they came out together in pile 2, what would have been pile 2. It's so beautiful, grounding yourself by connecting to both of your masculine and feminine energies and incorporating aspects of those into your plans and preparations. And then this crystal card here, when I intuitively shuffled, 3 came out for what would have been pile 2. It looks like this, and it is the agate with stability, grounding, and truth. And how well does that align with everything I just said about what would have been pile 2 and what is being presented to us as what we kind of went through around the full moon? All right, so as we move into what would have been pile 3 and is currently representing the waning moon phase of this buck moon, thunder moon cycle, we have the main card for the entire moon cycle from the Spirit de la Lune Oracle. It's number 5, Blessing Moon with Contentment. This is all about gratitude and celebrating the things that are going well for us. And then it's paired with the crone phase of the moon cycle from the Witching Hour Oracle, which is number 21, reduces to 3, and it says dream work on there. And look at that, we got these beautiful butterflies. Focus on your dreams. Focus on your dreams. Focus is very important. During this time, we have a 14 here and the 41 card on the Queen of the Moon with sovereignty is 41. These are mirroring numbers. Let me show those to you together. Beautiful cards. Got some weird reflection, sorry. So I hope that you are able to see some really cool synchronicities and things matching in this reading as I present them, and then reflect on them for what that means to you on a personal level. This card here about dream work is all about paying attention to your literal dreams that you have when you're sleeping, but also thinking about the things that you're dreaming about and actually believing that they can come true. Transformation to a point where your dreams are coming true is possible. And it matches so nicely with the card that would have been pile 3. It's number 16. I just realized that's a 16, and that's the card that was my animal spirit during this time. You had the supermoon, which says wild card on there. And basically it's saying, during this time, anything can happen. It says, unleash your wild side, get in touch with the things that you want to do, don't be afraid to be you. And it says that beauty and freedom mean that anything is possible right now. Anything can happen at this time. And then look at this. The cards that would have been supporting that, if it was pile 3, are beauty and release. Beauty and freedom. So we have this card here talking about beauty, number 20. In the guidebook, this talks about how the idea of beauty has been misconstrued in modern times, and it says that ancient traditions actually said that developing yourself and developing your core truth about who you are and who you want to be is basically a prerequisite for seeing and obtaining beauty. We have to be ourselves in order to be beautiful and in order to see the beauty in the world. And then the card I'm associating with freedom, it looks like this. Release, number 27, reduces to 9. And look at all these beautiful, beautiful butterflies coming out there. This also, the Queen of the Moon Oracle, it has certain cards for the waxing phase, the waning phase, and then the different moon cycles. And look at this. We have the 2 main leaders of the deck, the lunar god and the Queen of the Moon, masculine and feminine. And then this says waxing gibbous. It fell within the waxing. And supermoon, letting us know this is going through the entire cycle because we had the supermoon come out over here. And then both of these cards that came out for pile 3, which ended up being the waning moon cycle, are waning on that card. It's so, so, so beautiful, all the alignments. In the guidebook for the supermoon card, it associates a crystal with that card, and it is rainbow obsidian is one of those crystals. And look at this card right here. Rainbow obsidian. So these cards just came out so beautifully for this moon cycle. So many nice alignments. This one I am going to read to you. We have hope, depth, and evolution on there. Libra and Saturn energy. It says, within the darkness there is always light. When rainbow obsidian's dark exterior is exposed in light, colorful bands highlight the stone's beauty. Rainbow obsidian is a gentle stone, showing you unhealed matters of the heart and bringing hidden wounds to the surface for ultimate healing. Rainbow obsidian takes you on a journey of evolution, of opening your heart and discovering your true purpose in this life. Able to assist in cutting cords, release, freedom. Rainbow obsidian floods you with light and love, forgiving yourself and others in the process. Some really cool things with what's being said here during this whole prep for this moon cycle. I was called to do the Finding Your Way, information about your soul's path, pick a card. Those readings ended up being about an hour each. They are super in-depth. That's why it's taking forever for it to upload. That'll be posted soon, hopefully. And we had that line here about how this rainbow obsidian takes you on a journey of evolution, opening your heart and discovering your true purpose in life. And in order to get to a point where you're ready to go on that evolutionary journey and find your true purpose, we need to bring up the shadow. We need to deal with some areas of our life that are healing, that need to be healed, so that we can move freely into the next phase of our life. So, so, so beautiful. And then the other crystal that came out for this section here looks like this. And it's green aventurine. Prosperity, fortune, and opportunity. Aries and Mercury. Known as the good luck stone or the stone of opportunity, aventurine is used to attract abundance into our life. It propels growth, not just physically, but also personally, presenting learning opportunities for our soul's evolution. Aventurine also aligns situations so opportunities appear. Acting as a stabilizing force, aventurine balances male and female energy to bring a soothing harmony between yin and yang. Aventurine can also attract love, complementing the heart chakra. Contemplate your heart chakra. Self-reflection. What do you need to make yourself feel well? Complementing the heart chakra and resolving lingering emotional issues. So 2 beautiful crystal cards coming out, helping us through this time where we're being asked to reflect about what it is we want, what it is that we have that's already serving us, what it is that we're dreaming about that we still want, and what it is that we can release so we can move on to that next step of our journey. And I got the feeling from this card here, after I did this reflection, I was like, this 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles card that has been making an appearance. Come here, guy. That has been making an appearance in now 3 moon cycles, talking about a crossroads, how this person is at a crossroads trying to decide whether they have enough or if they need more, what path to go on, if they're on the right path, and how to trust in the signs and things that they're experiencing along the way to know whether they're on the right path and what they're doing, if it's truly what they want, truly what's good for them. This card, speaking about crossroads, means that the reason I had this huge distraction during this moon cycle is because we are preparing for shifting of the north and south nodes in astrology. That will occur with the new moon that also happens on July 17, 2023. It's a major event for anyone coming to these readings. It's going to be a major event for me. And this has all been prep work, getting us ready, letting us know the lunar nodes are changing from Scorpio to Taurus. From Scorpio and Taurus to Aries and Libra. And look at this. Aries and Libra energy on these 2 crystal cards here. Let me show you these 2 up close again if you would like to use this as specific guidance during this time. This is what they look like. They're beautiful. And this is what they say. I love, love, love how these cards came together. I've been using this extra card that's from the Spirit de la Lune deck as a helper for picking up the cards. And I had it flipped over the other way at the beginning, so I want to show you what it says on there. It's a moon blessing. It's kind of an affirmation and a moon blessing that the creators of this deck made so that you can read it before you do moon readings if you like. You can use it as a general blessing. It says, "Silver moon of the starry night, bless my reading with your light. As the cards unfold, the wisdom they hold, I am open to receive your luminous sight." It's hard to read. It says sight, that last word. So that's the moon blessing card that I've been using. We'll just scoot these over because I want to get a few tarot cards for this reading just to help us continue on. So basically, practice gratitude. Think about the things you have that are going well for you and dream big. Dream about what you want to bring into your life. Go through whatever healing and reflection you need so that you're ready for moving on to the next step. Because we're all in different places of our journey, the shifting of the lunar nodes may be really significant for some of you. I think it's going to be very significant on a collective level. If you don't feel like you're healed and ready to move on, I was going to say don't worry about it, it's not part of your journey, but a spirit corrected me and said it just means that your experience during the shifting of the lunar nodes to Aries and Libra is going to be a little bit, okay, so for some of you, it's going to be a little bit less dramatic. Oh, wow, there's two very different energies that are going to come through. Some of you, it's going to be a little bit less dramatic because Spirit wants you staying in this self-reflection, self-care period for a little bit longer so that you can truly heal. And others of you, it's going to be super dramatic, even if you're not ready. 2 16s came out. 2 tower cards, basically. So it's telling me it's going to be dramatic for some of you that need a little extra help from Spirit to get going with your healing journey and chasing your dreams. They're going to maybe be events happening that you're not expecting, that you will be highly, highly encouraged. I don't want to say forced. Highly, highly encouraged. You're almost going to have to deal with stuff. You're going to have to deal with it. So 2 energies coming through about what's going to happen with the shifting of the lunar nodes. So this last week before we get to July 17, important time to prepare. That's going to mean something different for everybody, so let's leave it there for now. And then let me get a tarot card and a final guidance card for you guys. From the Enchanted Forest Tarot, we'll get the first tarot. This is the card here. This is the Fool card from the deck. It's the White Heart Deer, about following your heart. So from this tarot deck, the guidance, advice, information from Spirit for this week, ending the Buck and Moon and Thunder Moon cycle, leading up to the next moon cycle and the shifting of the lunar nodes. The Fairy Wind. Number 7, it's the Chariot. Time of movement. Yep. Preparing you to go on a journey, preparing you for soul evolution, preparing you for things changing and moving forward into the next phase of your journey. From the Tarot of the Dreams Tarot, which is where the 7 of Pentacles card has been jumping out at me for the last 3 months. Did we get a flip there? I think the deck was just making fun of me because I said that one was jumping and the cards jumped. So that's what that was. And we get Ace of Cups. Yes, the start of something new, water energy, Cancer season, matches nicely Cancer's water sign. Beautiful. Ace of Cups, the start of something new in the emotional, psychic, and intuitive areas of life. Love, gut feelings, third eye chakra. Something new coming in. Chariot brings in the Ace of Cups. That's what's going on. So I got a little bit freaked out when I got that message from Spirit that some of you are going to have that tower moment, that dramatic events happening where you just have to deal with stuff. I got a little freaked out there, and this is saying, chill, babes. It's all going to be okay. We're going to take care of you. You're protected. This is for everybody, not just me. Spirit is protecting you. These are highly protective spiritual energies here. Highly protective crystals coming out. You're going to be okay. The change that you're going to go through, when we get that kick in the butt from Spirit, that tower moment, it's because they just want us moving. They want us. It's time to put something away, put something behind us, and move forward. And it's all going to be done with love and compassion with this Ace of Cups coming out. It's going to be okay. Sorry to say, but it's going to be for your own darn good. Whatever happens, it's going to be for your good. Chariot bringing in the Ace of Cups. Let's get some final guidance from the Soul Helper Oracle. We'll see how many we get. If you want to screenshot the cards as they're laid out here, do that now because I'm going to have to lay these on top. It's probably good that I don't have a bigger table and the ability to do a wider camera angle because then you'd have every card that I ever have resonated with on the table. All right, from the Soul Helper, please, Spirit, some gentle, compassionate guidance or that kick in the butt guidance that we need. Help us during this waning moon phase, buck moon, thunder moon, preparing for the new moon and the lunar shifts, lunar nodes shifting. We have your deepest desires constrain you. Number 6, let them go to clear your mind. We have a hummingbird type spirit there, but it has different looking wings, almost like fairy wings, tying me back to this Chariot card. We have tons of roses. We have a string of pearls there that is just going all through the person in the card. We have purple flowers on there. Let them go to clear your mind. This is going nicely with this release card here. Now, I find this to be a really interesting card because we're being told, chase your dreams, go after what you want, make sure you're doing what's good for you, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel well. And then we get your deepest desires constrain you. What? So this is basically another way of saying surrender to Spirit. Yes, dream big. Yes, wish for the things you want. Yes, try to manifest the things that you believe will make you feel well. Then surrender to Spirit and make sure you leave yourself open to co-create with Spirit. Give Spirit Universe room to help those things happen for you, to help those things come true. It's reminding me of the guidebook for this super moon card from the Spirit de la Lune Oracle, the guidebook. This is the super moon information, and basically what was reminding me and calling me to show you this guidebook is in here it says, when we practice magic, so when we try to co-create with Spirit and manifest things, when you practice magic, you do the spell. This is an analogy or a metaphor. When you practice magic, you do the spell and then you let the magic go, right? You don't hang on to that magic and try and control it and tell it what to do anymore. You let it go so that Spirit and the magic in the universe can make things happen. And it says that in this guidebook. I'm going to show you the guidebook. It says dive into the unknown here with the supermoon card. And some of the things I already said, but here you can have it so you can read it if you would like. It's on pages 94 and 95. And here's the other 2 pages. Here is where it mentions the rainbow obsidian. Says, make bold moves, listen to your primal nature, connect with the elements. So that also is a great way to interpret this card here about your deepest desires constrain you, let them go to clear your mind. It's like, yes, make bold moves, and then let it go and let spirit co-create with you. Make bold moves, listen to your primal nature, connect with the elements. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I have no other way to put that without, I don't want to cover the coyote's face there. All right, let's keep getting some more guidance from the Soul Helper Oracle, or at least I will shuffle and see if any more come out. I kind of want one for here and here. This is kind of the overall guidance, and the waning moon, what would have been pile 3 guidance. Kind of want 2 more cards for, look at that, the 2. Thanks, Spirit. So this is going with kind of what we went through during the waxing phase, or what would have been pile 1, and what's helping us focus on attracting things into our life that make us feel well and dealing with restless energy. 32 reduces to 5. Another number about change. Look at that. It's so beautiful. Tear down the walls around your heart. Give and receive security and warmth. We have a beautiful bunny rabbit on there. The lady in the card has beautiful red hair. Be open to receive and be willing to give. Balancing giving and receiving energy goes nicely with this masculine and feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine cards that came out, the lunar god and the queen of the moon. The giving masculine energy and the receiving feminine energy. Balance those. Tear down the walls around your heart. Open your heart. That's what this healing journey is all about. If you're going through some shadow work and some healing processes, it's all about opening your heart. Tearing down those walls that we may have had to build at some point in our lives to protect ourselves for security. Being able to open ourselves up again after we've been hurt, basically. And then for what would have been the pile 2 or full moon phase, we have number 10. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You are not alone. Yes, 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 yes. You are powerful. You come from a powerful people. You have powerful spirit guides. The moon energy is helping you. You are not alone. That's a beautiful message to end this reading. Both of these cards came out as red, tying to the root chakra, which is all about security, stability, and foundations. We had tons of grounding energy with these crystals that came out here. This is all about preparing you for the next step of your journey, and that's why Spirit wants us to be ready, and they want us using our personal power, but surrendering to divine detours. All right, guys. I am hoping that things stay on track for me to do the next moon cycle reading as I want to. I'm being told I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. And I also am waiting for those really long Finding Your Way pick a card readings to finish uploading, and then you'll be seeing those soon. Best of luck to you. I'm sending you tons of courage and strength and love during this time. Support to you to get yourself ready for the next step of your journey. Thanks so much for stopping by, and I will see you again soon.